Hello there guys, girls, gamers! Welcome back to Kira, because it worked! So great, I do a bunch of episodes today. So, it's stated content. Oh my god, that's... No, what are you doing, professional YouTuber? However, I didn't feel like going to the hospital, so I went home, as I was told. I don't like troublesome situations, like dying. My head hurts. No way! When I start to pedal, I realize even my face hurts. I bet it's all scraped. I sure got punched horribly. Come to think of it, because I was out of it, I didn't check all of my injuries. We wrestled for a while, so I wouldn't be surprised if there were more injuries. When you are excited, you don't feel the pain, but you start to feel it after a while. Yep, that's adrenaline for you. I think of going back to the restaurant, but I don't want to show my injured face again. I decide to go to the park by the restaurant. The park, which is located in the middle of the residential area, can be a little spooky, because sometimes you find homeless people. I'm cautious, but there are no bushes at this park, so I can see well, and I don't see any suspicious figures. Well, you cannot see my mouse pointer here, but I see bushes. In this background, I see bushes. I get off my bicycle with a relief. That drinking fountain is located near the sandbox. The shadow of the concrete drinking fountain is dark. I look up to the sky and find a beautiful moon shining above. Grapefruit moon, one star shining. It's a full moon tonight. I remember my teacher telling me that Jesus died on the day of a full moon. Okay! You might have a concussion. Our school is a mission school, so we have the theology class. Our teacher says that when we study Bible, we understand more about Western culture, which makes Western movies and novels more interesting. But that hasn't happened to me yet. As I think that, I scoop up some water and put it on my burning face. I feel a stinging sensation. I must have really scraped my skin. It feels swollen and I feel a dull pain as well. Maybe it's bruised. In the light, maybe it's obvious that I was punched. Could you stop with the water? People will need to go pee now. Also, I can't hear myself pretty well. I'll probably end up going to school with a swollen face, and I'm sure people will talk about it. I have to come up with an explanation, just in case if the teachers ask me about it. I'm good at coming up with an excuse, but when there is an obvious proof on my face, it might not be that easy this time. How troublesome. As I try to cool off the painful area, I start to feel the fatigue from this long day, and it's making my whole body sluggish. Oh, come on! I sit on the swing to get some rest. I'm just getting a little rest, but once I was on the swing, I can't help swinging. The height must be adjusted to little kids, so it's too low and a little scary for me. I give up and settle for just little swings. Oh God! I hear a voice, so I turn around and see some customers walking on the other side of the street. Drunken customers sure laugh happily. Come to think of it, since I quit the tennis club, I don't hang out with a group of people anymore. On the contrary, I rarely have any chance to spend time with other people after school or on my day off. I realize my life was centered around the club activities after all. However, I'm not regretting that I quit. It was supposed to end. As I stretch, I look at the full moon. I can see a rabbit or a crab on the moon surface design. I put my hand to the moonlight. If it was the sun, I could see the red light through, but with the moon, all I see is the dark shadow of my hand. I open and shut my hand as if I was trying to grab the air and look at it. This is my old habit, and somehow this calms me down.
手のひらを見つめるのはね、寂しい人なんだよ。
That's probably true. I hide my hand in a hurry, responding to the unexpected voice.
大丈夫？こんなところで一人でいたら悲しくなっちゃうよね。
It's Kirari, smiling at me by the park entrance. Well, I'm neither lonely nor sad. Her unexpected appearance sure rattled me, but I try to hide my feelings. I guess I do deny everything when I'm startled. Anyway, you came to work in your uniform again, huh? I told you before that you shouldn't.
ごめんね。
Kirari smiles, trying to dodge. She probably didn't feel like changing. The rusty swing squeaks echo in the night air. True, I couldn't use the swing. Kirari is pulling it without any problems. She is swinging so high, it makes me worry. You're worrying a lot.
子供の頃さ、これで靴飛ばす遊びしなかった？
Kirari smiles at me, but I don't get a chance to answer. それ! She swings her leg up and kicks her shoe off. Her basketball shoe comes off easily. She must tie her shoelaces very loosely. A shoe arcs through the air and lands on the ground. The ground goes wild. Ah!
明日は曇りかな?
Wow, she is a heap of ideas. You'll always get cloudy days with shoes like that. Kirari laughed.
前島くん、比べっこしない?
I tell her that I decline because I'm scared.
こんな低いのに怖いって変なの.
I'm scared especially because it's so low. Anyway, I don't see a hole in her sock anymore. Did you change?
ええ.
She kicks her other shoe off.
こっちに穴開いてるんだ.
She sticks her foot out and shows her big toe peeking from the hole. She was embarrassed about it earlier. Doesn't she care anymore? You're childish, Shiino.
違うよ.
Kirari denies it bashfully. How so?
こんなの分かっててやってるだけだよ. 全部ぶりっ子だもん. 騙されちゃダメだよ.
She laughs. She jumps off the swing in her socks and collects her shoes by herself. Then she comes back to the swing, dusts off her socks carefully and puts her shoes on. I notice a band-aid on her finger. Did you cut yourself?
割れたグラス片付けてる時に切っちゃった.
Then she lifts her face and looks at me.
前島くんは頭叩かれて痛くない?
She looks worried. Not that bad. I was on the sport team, so I'm used to injuries.
そっか。私、死んじゃったかと思ったよ.
Even now, she's scared of recalling when I got punched. I'm sure I would be scared too if I was just watching, but when you are the one in the incident, it's not that scary. Just like getting a shot. It's scarier to watch. It's the same thing.
そうかな。注射はやられてる方も痛いよ.
Kirari frowns. It's getting late. I pull out my cell phone and open it. I knew it was late, but it's already almost midnight. Shiino, are you okay? Just hanging out like this? It's getting late.
今日は大丈夫かな。朝のバイト休みだし.
Work in the morning?
朝は新聞配達してるんだ.
You work at night and in the morning?
そうだよ。うちにお金入れるんだ.
We?
うち貧乏なの.
I see.
うちね、お父さんが病気で仕事できないからたくさん働かないといけないんだ.
Your face is not fitting your words. I mean... Hey, he's sick! Yay! She says her dad injured himself at work a long time ago, and her mom, who was working part-time, is now sick too, so she has to work and earn money. She said it as if it was nothing, but it's a serious situation. I try to find something to say, but I can't find anything appropriate to say. Then what are you going to do after high school?
お父さんは行かせたいみたいだけど、無理だと思う。奨学金とかもらえるかもしれないけど、もし行けても通ってる暇があんまりなさそうだし。
I see. You have to hang in there, huh? It's a lame thing to say, but Kirari smiles.
うん、頑張る。私、長女だから。
She stands tall and proud. I'm impressed. I truly am.
そうでしょ？あとね、ほら、見て。この制服の破れたところもね、自分でちゃんと縫ったんだよ。
She sticks out her arm. When I look hard in the dark, I see the patches up the area on her elbow. Despite your appearance, you're struggling.
見かけによらないかな。そうかな。
I don't know why, but Kirari laughs when I nod. I feel ashamed of myself for planning a trip to a foreign country with the money I earn. I feel a little mortified, so I consider giving a little bit of my money to my family too. I even think of exactly how much. I'm surprised at myself. I thought I was not attached to money, but when I actually try to give it to others, it's not as easy as I thought. But that's exactly what Kirari is doing. She's not that skillful, but even if she gets fired many times, she still doesn't give up. I resolve to teach her more closely at work. Because I'm lost in thought, silence fills the air. Kirari is pulling the string again. As I'm about to suggest we leave, I notice a shadow near the park entrance. It's too dark to see, but I think he's looking at us. I get a little nervous. He would come to the park at all by himself at this time of the day. I need to let Kirari escape first if something happens. Then I take a harder look at the shadow. I see him raising his hand.
そこの人、居酒屋のバイトの人だよね。
Yes.
やっぱり。
He walks up to us and then I can see his face. It's Kenta, Star Generation's guitar player. He has his guitar bag on his back and walks up to us with no expression, just like I saw in the restaurant.
やあやあ、二人っきりのとこ、すまないね。
His casual greeting doesn't match his serious expression. He looks at Kirari. Kirari is wearing Oubi Academy's winter uniform. He puts his hand on his chin and checks out Kirari from her head to toe.
ああ、君は僕と同じ学校。そうか。そういえば顔もどこかで見たことがあるね。
Then he examines her face. Kirari shrinks back from him. The same school as Kirari, which means the same school as me. I have seen him before. I can't remember. Oh, have I seen him before? Well, even if I have, he's one of those types that you forget instantly. He's on the handsome side, but really doesn't leave much of an impression. But what is he thinking? Why did he come to see us? I keep quiet, still feeling cautious. Kirari is looking at him vacantly. If I was alone, I wouldn't be this cautious, but I have Kirari with me. He then turns his eyes to me.
うん、君のことも知ってる。どこか運動部に入っていたろう。
I used to be on the tennis team, and you?
ああ、そうだった。遅れて失礼。僕は殿谷健太。Oubi学園3年 H 組だ。
I'm Shikanosuke Maejima.
私は C のキラリです。
Shino Kirari desu. Tonoya nods and pulls pieces of papers from his pocket.
それでね、僕たちはスタージェネレーションというバンドをやっているんだけど、さっきはどうもね、悪かった。
I put my face close to the papers he pulled out, trying to read what's on them.
来週に僕たちがやるライブのチケット。さっき店にいた人たちには騒がしたお詫びとして配ったんだけど、君たち時間はあるかい？
I'll be off next week.
私も。
A live concert. I'm a little interested. Because of the things Murakami told me, and when I think about how people acted today, I'm curious why people are attracted to them. On the other hand, I'm a little reluctant to go, because I'm a little annoyed that people make such a fuss over them. Also, it's not a place where I would go. I don't even know the first thing about rock bands.
私にもそれ見せて。
Kirari excitedly takes the tickets from Toyona.
ライブってどういうことするの？
あ、君ライブ行ったことない？
うん、テレビとかでは見たことあるけど。
Kirari nods. Same here.
そうか。
Toyona nods quietly.
暗くて狭い部屋に集まって、すると生演奏が始まるからそれを聞くんだ。どんな感じかって言われると、これは行われる音楽のジャンルとか出演者によってだいぶ変わっちゃうんだけどね。今回の場合はパンクだとかメロコアのバンドが集まってるけど、そこまで過激にはならないかな。普通にね、イベントとして楽しめるはずだよ。
It's a bare bones explanation. Bare bones.
面白い？
面白い？僕は基本的に面白いと思うけど、つまらない時もあるよ。ま、それは人それぞれだし、一概には言えないかな。でも、熱気がこもったライブハウスの中の一体感は、ちょっと珍しいよ。
ともやくんも出てるの？
うん、まあね、出て。
行くとしたら、お金はどれくらいかかるの？
このチケットがあれば無料で入れる。普通はね、チケットの他にドリンク代、これを取られるんだけど、この前売り券はワンドリンクも無料でついてるやつだから、交通費だけかな。
無料？
Kirari looks at me with a sparkle in her eyes. Can I ask you something too? Sorry.
うん、いいよ。
What does indies mean? I know it has nothing to do with what we were talking about, but I figured this is a good chance to ask him.
そうね。語源はインディペンデントで独立って意味。音楽業界ではレコード協会に加盟してないレコード会社だとか、そこに所属するバンドなんかを指すね。メジャーの対義語なのかな。時々アマチュアをインディーズって言い換えることがあるけど、それは本当は違うと思うんだけど、でも怒るほどでもないよね。みんなはアマチュアって言葉、かっこ悪いと思ってるみたいだし。
Toyona Tanya explains this very politely. I thought it'd be weird, but he's pretty nice. The only thing is, I really don't understand what he's saying.
とにかくね。
He clears his throat.
ここはちゃんとしたお店で、スタッフもきちんとしてるし、初心者でも問題はないんだ。もし興味があったら来たらいいよ。それなりに珍しいものは見られる。うん、そうだな。僕たちも楽しめるように努力するし、ほんと、出演者こそ頑張らないとね。それは忘れちゃいけないな。うん。
It's like, you know, when if my other drink stops staring his tracks to explain something about gliders. He speaks to himself when nodding. We accept the tickets. Tanya leaves without saying goodbye. He's strange. Kirari nods.
でも、
She turns to me.
私、ライブ、一回見てみたいな。遊びに出かけるなんて久しぶり。
Kirari looks so happy. She's about to skip around with joy. Then you can have mine too, so why you don't invite one of your friends? I try to hand my ticket to Kirari, but she doesn't take it.
前島くんは行かないの？
No. I don't want to see the popular bands perform, especially if one of our fellow students is in the band. You always work, right, Shiino? You should take a break. Once in a while, especially if it's free. I take her hand and make her take the ticket. This is the proper thing for me to do. Kirari accepts the ticket hesitantly.
ありがとう。私の友達にもあんまり外遊びに行かない子がいるから、その子と一緒に行くね。きっと喜ぶと思うよ。
I hope you have lots of fun.
嬉しいな。
She smiles bashfully. Well, he lost a chance, like a date, so I wasn't planning to go. I was planning to just watch the tropical fish at home, water the plants, eat some unusual snack that my sister's hiding in her room, so just we'll have something to talk about and spend the weekend kicking back. However, that's not what happened. I'm waiting for someone at the train station. I'm waiting for Kirari Shiino. We are on our way to the live concert of Star Generation. What happened? Since Kirari won't be here for a while, I guess I will explain.
ごめん。私、行けなくなっちゃった。
It was a few days after Tanoya invited us. My face didn't get swollen as much as I thought. Kirari showed up and put 2 tickets on the desk.
この間話した一緒に行くって言ってた子が体調崩したの。私一人じゃ行けないからもらったチケット返すね。ごめんね。後になってこんなこと言って。
Kirari felt bad. I don't care, but why don't you go out with someone else? I didn't mean to be stubborn, but I didn't want to take this back, what I already gave.
もう一人の仲いい人にも話したんだけど、その日忙しいんだって。そしたら私他に友達いないんだ。
Really? I thought you had lots of friends.
いないの。変な子ってよく言われる。居酒屋さんでも前島くん以外たくさん話せる人いないし。
I see. I didn't want to hear that.
ごめんね。私の分も置いてくから前島くんが使ってね。
Kirari left the classroom before I can say anything, so I followed her. Wait, you told me that you don't get to go out much. You wanted to go, didn't you?
うん。
Oh, she's so cute when she looks like that. Kirari nodded timidly. Then you should go. If you don't have anyone to go with, I'll go.
いいの？
Sure, I want you to go, so why don't we go together? Of course, that's only if you want to.
でも私電車上手に乗れないんだ。迷惑かけちゃうかも。
What? What? What do you mean you can't go on a train?
あんまり電車乗ったことないの。だからおどおどしちゃうかも。
Don't worry about that.
本
Sure, it's not hard at all. Don't worry.
当？大船にも乗ったことないな。
Of course, I use trains all the time.
じゃあ行く。
Kirari was suddenly so loud the students around us turned around. Okay, I'll let you know the details later. I watched my surroundings.
わかった。じゃあね。ありがとう。
Kirari waved her arms. She headed to her classroom. People were still watching us. Haha. I waved back a little and tried to smile. I figured I'd better get back to the classroom. It was embarrassing. People were whispering to each other. I turned around and tried to get back into my classroom, but a huge body blocked my path.
前島、抜け駆けはいけないな。
I found Murakami blocking my path.
あの可愛い女の子は誰だ？デートの約束か？
What? No.
おお、動揺しているのか。ますます怪しい。
He put his hands on his chin and tilted his head.
そうか。新しく好きな女ができたんだな。だからお前、親友である俺のバンドの誘いを断ったんだな。
No, I'm telling you the truth.
言い訳はいい。とにかく話を聞かせてもらおうか。
We returned to the classroom and talked.
お前、それお前が一緒に行ってやらないといけないじゃないか。
Murakami was almost in tears. Stories like this get to him.
たまの休日、絶対楽しくさせてやるんだぞ。それがお前の使命だ。間違っても攻め心を出したりしてはいかんぞ。もちろんそこに真の愛があるなら俺は友人として止めたりはしないが、だがしかし
He's the brute with the heart of gold. That's really nice. Why would you? I get horny. そう
か。でも無理はするの？
I'm not stopping anything. By the way, she's actually your type, isn't she? When we were in the first grade.
俺は今は関係ない。
I know.
とにかくお前は紳士的に楽しませてやらねばならんのだ。
I'll do my best. Oh, by the way, do you know Star Generation?
知ってると思
Are they famous?
う。もちろんだと思う。あのスタジェネのギターがこの学校の生徒だったなんて、これは大ニュースだ。
I see.
なんだ、全然知らないんだな。
No, I don't. So tell me how great they are.
わかった。だけど、こんな奴がメンバーから直々に招待されるなんてな。
Murakami cleared his throat.
スタジェネって言ったら相当有名なバンドだぞ。ちょっと珍しい硬派なスタイルの実力派パンクバンドだ。去年の全国ツアーはインディーズシーンでちょっとした話題になったもんだ。
Tough elements or ability to play, I don't really understand, but isn't it unusual to have a national tour as an amateur band?
大掛かりなものでなければそれほど珍しくはない。インディーズでも結構やる。ただスタジェネのツアーは反響も大きくてちょっと普通じゃなかったかな。 CD もかなり売れてる。
Oh well. Where do you buy CDs like that?
大きな CD 屋なら普通に売ってるよ。
Huh, they are more popular than I thought.
だからすごいんだよ。ギターのケンタって言ったら特に有名な男だ。それが同い年の学生だったとは俺も驚いている。
And this is it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye bye.